today we've got a reading for you about somebody who is working to make sure that their finances are in a better situation so that they are able to make some sort of major offer here in your relationship. We do also have the engagement card, so it could be that this is somebody who is thinking that they want to get serious, and if that's the case, then they need to save money or they need to figure out how to deal with their career while pursuing this more like serious relationship with you. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a good day. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box for you, as is more information on how to be a member. Hello, Aleda. Hello, Aqua Beauty. Hello, Stephen. Hello, The Light. How we doing? Hello, Famous Seamus. All right, let's dive in. What should we start with, you guys? What should we start with? We're going to start with the Bianco Nero. Hey, Dana. How's it going? Hello, Bitchy Tata. Hello, Bedlam. I was trying to read Bedlam and Meow Meow at the same time. What else do we have? 9 of Cups in the reverse. The 3 of Cups. Page of Cups in the reverse. So we have someone who has maybe been a bit of a procrastinator when it comes to making certain decisions or doing certain things in their life to make sure that they're at a point where they're ready to be in a serious committed relationship. And it's as if all of a sudden they're like, I don't know, taking better care of their hygiene, or they're going shop and they want to make sure that they have better looking clothes, or they're really going after a promotion because they want to be able to afford certain things. This is somebody who sees that while they may have been dissatisfied with the options they'd had in the past romantically, they are rather fascinated or captivated by you, and they want to see, you know, if things could go the distance, but they want to make sure that they're not caught like unprepared for that. They want to be their best version of themselves, right? Hey, Jalel, I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm going to put you in a little timeout. You're welcome to come back tomorrow if you want to be respectful. You could check out some of my content and see that maybe you're actually judging something a little bit too quickly there. But you are welcome back if you want to be respectful. We've got the 5 of Pentacles, the 10 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, I think this is somebody who's finally had a catalyst in their life, namely you, that has motivated them to take the steps they need to let go of things that haven't been a very good choice, or let go of influences that have held them back or made them feel like they were stuck in a certain pattern. They see now that there were certain things that they maybe should have dealt with a while back, but better late than never is their approach. And you know what? Yeah, in most cases. Hello, cool. How you doing? Hello, MH. Hello, Starboy. Hey, James. How's it going? We've got Death and Hierophant in the reverse. So this is someone who has changed their perspective on relationships. They may have felt like it was a bit of a trap to get into a marriage. They may have felt like they were not the type to go for a more committed connection, but then they met you. For others of you, this could be someone who has been married in the past and it was a pretty difficult experience for them, so they may have felt like they never really wanted to have that level of commitment again. But with Justice in the reverse, it's like they look at this as someone who was maybe being avoidant because of their unresolved hurt, right? Hey, Mac. Hello, James. How's it going? Thank you, the light. No big deal, right, Starboy? Hello, Fiore. How you doing? Hey, Lotus. 5 of Cups in the reverse and the 9 of Swords in the reverse. I don't want to be so focused on how things didn't go well in the past, or I don't want to be repeating old behaviors and missing out on opportunities in my life. So I've got to let go of the negative mindset or the expectation that things won't go well. I've got to get out of my head and stop doing this like pattern of overthinking or self-sabotage. And instead, it looks like this person is saying, I'm not going to miss this opportunity because I'm going to have a different approach. I'm not going to do what I've done in the past because this person is different. The World. So we have a chapter that is ending and someone deciding that they want to create a different situation for themselves, and they're hoping that you're going to be a part of it. This is the Pause Tarot. That would be correct, won't let you down. Oh no, did I let you down? I'm sorry. Hello, Joseph. Hola, Jose. We've got the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. Almost wanted to say again, but it was actually in the upright that we had it. So someone who did not invest in others, someone who felt like it would be, I mean, if I'm honest, they felt like it would be a waste of their time if they got into a commitment with the other people that they've encountered in their dating experiences. Now, though, it's like they're super focused on how to make sure that they're like doing everything they should, doing everything the right way. Like maybe when they would take other people out, it wasn't really a concern if they said something that, you know, didn't really resonate for the other person, or if they told a joke that wasn't funny. They're like trying to do everything right with you because they've realized they want something serious. Hey, Madison. I hope your day gets better. Hello, Mosa. Hey, Oatmeal. How about, is it Psalms 50, verse 9? RSV version. Hey, Johnny, how are you doing? 8 of Cups in the reverse. 10 of Wands and the Tower with the 6 of Swords in the reverse. So instead of like packing my bags and assuming that things would go horribly wrong, I'm going to stick around and see what happens if I actually like take this leap of faith and tell someone I have some emotions for them, right? I mean, maybe it'll be a little bit uncomfortable. Maybe I won't exactly know what I'm doing. But if I don't tell this person that I am falling for them, then I have a feeling it's going to be more difficult. So you got to give this person credit. It's like they can anticipate that the heartache would be real, that they would really miss you. Hey, Andy, how's it going? Hey, Akna, I'm going to delete your comment. Please communicate in English because I don't know what you're saying. What else do we have? Knight of Wands, impulsive behavior. 9 of Swords, Queen of Wands. So timing, pacing, cadence. How can I make sure that I do everything right? It's like I'm seeing this horse like dancing, but it has to be to the beat, right? You have to do everything exactly the right way. And this could be in part because they feel like they have to have their finances where they want it to be. Especially if they're looking to get engaged. This could be someone who has to buy a ring, right? But we've got someone who wants to make sure that all of their ducks are in a row, that everything is set and ready, so that if things do move forward with this Queen of Wands, that, you know, they don't fumble it. But they are overthinking. So it's like this person needs to take a little bit of a breather and calm down. They're going a little crazy. Hey dude, how's it going? Ah, okay. Gotcha. Fool in the reverse, and thank you for that, Bedlam. Fool in the reverse. Oh no. Are they doing something? Are they doing something they shouldn't do? Oh, okay. I feel like this is someone who's going to tell you about their experiences in the past. This feels to me like it's like the prequel. So here we are, I'm about to confess my feelings for you, and I'm gonna have to just like lay the scene or set the scene for you and make it clear to you that I don't really do this. It's almost like to say, normally I find myself kind of avoiding any kind of connection or, you know, not really captivated by somebody, but I can't stop thinking about you. I don't really know how to do this though, because usually I'm not looking for a relationship. It's like they want to almost like apologize because their romantic side is maybe a little bit disappointing. They're like, I don't know how this works. I lost the IKEA manual. What else do we have? Three of Cups in the reverse. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Eight of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. All right. Yeah, this is someone getting their ish together. Three of Cups in the reverse. This is someone who was used to rejection or would reject quite often. Sorry, but you're not what I'm looking for, or sorry, I'm just too happy on my own. This is not someone who's been a like jumping from one relationship to the next type, right? They may have been going on dates, they may have had some people that they got to know, but if it wasn't working out, then I do feel like this person would be the type to walk away. But they're not walking away, and it's like this puts them into, like, I feel like I have to change the gear, right? I have to work harder. Maybe they're even working overtime so that they can save some money. But this is someone who sees what they want, and it's you. Hey Sky High, how you doing? Hello, Retru or Retnu? Can I call you dear? How are you doing? We've got Wheel of Fortune in the reverse and another Knight of Wands. So this is someone quick to address a situation that may be misinterpreted. So if we have somebody that is not the best at communicating their emotions, maybe even a little bit flaky or struggling to understand how they should flirt with you, this is someone who's trying to kind of explain, like, I'm sorry, like, I feel like I'm not doing this the right way, but I want to make it clear that what I want is like a serious relationship, right? Hey, Abdullah, that's not what we do here. More cheese and grapes. I like it. Ace of Swords and the Devil. They have this anxiety and fear. They know that there's a chance you might actually reject them because they've held out, right? They've been selective. They have not been interested in just little situationships or a little flirtation. They want to be with somebody that's on the level, right? Somebody who is healed, somebody who is a good soul, right? Trustworthy. The World in the reverse. King of Cups in the reverse. Temperance. This is someone who may have been spending a decent amount of time with like therapeutic outlets. So either actually going to therapy or creative expression that allows them to process those emotions. But this is someone who takes it seriously. They know that they need to check in with themselves. They know they need to be self-aware. And they also know that they have a tendency to walk away, but that they don't want to do that here. I am, aren't I? How's it going, Jay? Jay? What do I call you? Justice in the reverse. Six of Swords. Eight of Swords. I think this person's telling you a little bit of their mysterious past. They might actually fall into a little bit of a trap where they pull back. Maybe they go no contact for a couple of days. Maybe they start a little argument. Maybe they say something that they really regret because it came out judgmental. I feel like this is someone who works to explain where they're coming from and that they're working through a transition, a change where they see things differently because of the connection they have with you, and a desire to be as honest and vulnerable with you as they can, which could be like a little bit of a sliding scale. Maybe they get better at it over time, you know? That's their goal anyways. That's the second time I've dropped one today. I broke the other one, you guys. It's so sad. It's all right. I'm just a little clumsy, okay? Hello, Intuitive Insights. How are you doing? Hello, Carrie. How are you? That's funny. What else do we have? This is the Energy Oracle, if I did not already mention that. Patience and caring connections. Yeah, see, there's genuine affection. And I do feel like this is on both sides. So we've got two people who genuinely care about each other and have had to be patient, have had to deal with some not so great romantic connections, but have kept the faith that something would work out. We do have some protective energy or angels looking out. Archangel Raphael. And look at you with the little angel entourage here. Archangel Shamuel. So third and fourth chakra, throat and heart chakra. This is about somebody who's accepting the fact that they've fallen in love and deciding that they need to communicate that love and actually go for it, right? Hey, welcome back, Hope. Oh, you told me how to pronounce this, and I'm worried I'm going to say it wrong. Did you say that it's like kind of like with an E, so Isolina? Welcome back. How you doing? This is the Gypsy Oracle. What else do we have? Hello, Ehsan. How are you doing? Thank you. Reunion. So it's like next time I see you, I've got to make it very clear to me that I view you as a blessing, that I feel lucky to have found someone like you. Maybe they just kind of, you know, need to find that romantic voice. Hasn't really been something that they've been accustomed to, perhaps. Oh, Andy. We've got servant. They want to do something nice for you, a surprise. So if you're over here wondering whether or not this person's actually interested in you for a serious relationship and they reach out and they want to have a chat, it could be that they have a little surprise planned for you. It could be that they feel like they really have to go big or go home. If I don't show you how much I care about you, maybe I'm going to lose you. But there's this cute little, like, I don't know, I'm nervous because I don't know what I'm doing. We have money and young woman in the reverse. So this is someone who has waited and been selective because, in part, because they've been wanting to make sure they had their money right. They wanted to make sure they had everything figured out. But also because they kept finding people who were on the immature side, and that didn't really help them trust any of these individuals. They feel like they can trust you, though. Hey Turbo, how are you doing? Oh no, don't start talking about Forrest Gump. There's just a certain quote that I like to say. But Lieutenant Dan, he was mad. He started cussing. It's just so fun to say. I probably am not doing it quite accurately, but it's fun to do it anyways. We've got lover in the reverse and waiting. So whoever I'm doing this reading for, you're probably at a point where you're wondering, is this person actually serious? Like, I feel like I'm not getting the signs that I normally would if somebody is actually going to ask for a serious relationship or want to level it up, right? Hey dragons, how's it going? Oh yeah, that's always a necessary component, right, James? We've got old woman in the reverse. So this is someone who feels like you're an interesting like balance in terms of having that playful energy, but being mature at the same time. They like that about you. All right, this is the Golden Girls. Good luck with that. It's going well. Thank you, dragons. Ooh, right out of the gate, we have the devil. All right, so here's the deal. We have somebody who is changing in terms of how they navigate a connection because this is maybe going to sound kind of bad, but they see you as worth it. I didn't really think that a connection would have lasting power with that person. I didn't really feel attracted to that person, or that person was interested in some things that I didn't really understand. But you, it's like you're the only thing that really made it seem worthwhile as far as imagining a life with someone. Maybe they really enjoy having conversations with you, but it's like they had this fear about getting into a relationship and feeling stuck. And that's why they kept rejecting people or keeping people at a distance. And then they don't know how to reject you. They just can't, right? Oh no, it was a dude. Thank you, dragons. We've got the Magician. Oh wait, this might be the one that's... Okay, so this one's weird. I don't know if you can see it very well, but it says number 6 at the top. And then it says the Magician at the bottom. The Magician, that's a typo, because the number 6 card is the Lovers, and this is usually how the Lovers is depicted as well. Ooh, okay, so somebody was wondering if this was a bit of a trick. They were wondering if you were real. They did have a little bit of a concern that they would fall for you and then find out that you were faking it, or you were not being honest about something about yourself. Did you really? That's so perfect. Yeah, that's exactly the scene that I'm quoting. When he's up there on the, what do they call it? Mast? Nine of Pentacles in the reverse and the King of Pentacles. Another King of Pentacles. So we may have Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo featured heavily in this person's chart or in your chart. But this is, for me, 100% about somebody saying, I want to be in a committed relationship. I'm not interested in anyone else. I want to come home and hang out with you after work. I want to wake up and see that you're next to me. They're just like, they're pretty certain. This is what I want. Therefore, they're working on that money or making sure things are where they need to be. For some of you, this is because they want to make sure that you can live together. They want to make sure that that living situation works out for both of you. Sometimes it's difficult, you know? People get used to certain things. Hello, Micah. How are you doing? Seven of Wands, Three of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Eight of Wands. Out of nowhere, when you're thinking, I don't know if this person's really into me, you realize that they are making clear they're not interested in anybody else. For some of you, this is, you see how they have you listed in their contact list and it's quite complimentary. For some of you, you are told by a friend that this person's no longer on a dating app, or they tell you themselves that they've dated or they've deleted the dating apps. There's something here with this Eight of Wands where you see or hear something that makes it very obvious that they only want you. It's like a little hint or a little nudge right before this person has this conversation. We have the Queen of Swords. Wow, and the King of Wands. Chariot in the reverse and the Knight of Cups. Yeah, so after an initial difficulty or perhaps even a misunderstanding, a little bit of distance between these two ends up being really good because the introspection enables someone to see it's time to take that next step, or it's time to decide if you want to move forward or not. Because with the Chariot in the reverse, their fear was, if I don't make it clear what I'm interested in, then you may be interested in someone else, or someone else may make an offer. So this is someone deciding they want to get engaged, move in, make it official. I do think this person has had a bit of a difficult example of relationships growing up. So this could explain why we have someone who feels like they don't really know the right way to do this, because, you know, it may not have been something that was like a loving childhood. It may not have been easy for them to understand how people normally talk about their feelings, right? This could be someone who was taught that they needed to be more stoic or hide their emotions. With the Six of Wands in the reverse, it could also be somebody who has a little bit of a tendency to believe that they won't always be chosen, or they expect to be rejected. Let's see. We're going to go with the situations deck and see what else we've got. You ain't wrong, Bedlam. Hello, computer. How are you doing? Settlements and cleansing. All right. Yeah, this person, if they had any financial ties to an ex, for example, they have addressed this. Like being on the same cell phone bill, they split off onto their own. If they had any debts that they felt could get in the way of like qualifying for a home loan or getting a place with you, or if they had to find someone to, what is it called, sublet their place. This is what they've been working on. I want to make sure that all of the things are ready to go, or that I can make a quick decision if you decide that you do want to move in, or if you decide that you do want to get married. Like there's other things that we would need to be able to get started on, and I want to make sure that I have like the down payment or whatever, right? What else do we have? Escapade, vacation, hideaway, adventure, access granted, social media, fake profile, hiding, and twin flames. Okay, so this is someone who felt like they had found the one. This is someone who felt like they had been selective in the past, and they felt like they had found who they would spend the rest of their life with, only for that to become very problematic and have their heart broken, maybe more than once by the same person. So they've been hiding away, not really eager to let anybody get close to them. And offering you access to their heart is a little bit scary for them, a little bit daunting. With this twin flames card, you may be dealing with a twin flame situation, and for some of you, you're reconciling with the twin flame, or you're choosing a new soulmate because the twin flame has not gone through their healing. Either way, I do feel like this person that you're dealing with looks at you as the one they want to be with, the one that is worth risking another heartbreak because they feel like you are genuine. Hey, what's up, Uprashla? Hello, Lady Lion. Aw, you playing the wrong game, Dash. We've got tragedy and denial. Yeah, I do think this person had a very difficult, heartbreaking situation. Maybe they've been divorced. Maybe they lost somebody in an unexpected accident. There's definitely some difficulty that they've faced with regards to trusting or loving someone again after they went through whatever they did in the past. But they have been looking for a way to let that go. And the emotions that they feel for you seem genuine. They feel like they would be happy with you. So again, you've unlocked that, right? And they weren't sure if anyone really could. Yeah, I think it is a really important thing to let go of that before you're pursuing something new. All right, so let's see what we've got from the Love Tarot. Yes, exactly. Dude's right. You got to be careful with that. What else do we have? Unblock me. Uh-oh. I miss you and want to connect. Please unblock me, literally or energetically, so we can speak. I have a lot to say. For some of you, this person really did cause a problem, and you may have blocked them, and now they have to tell you how much you mean to them. But I'm also seeing that for some of you, as you are progressing in this relationship with this new connection, there's someone from your past who is refusing to let you go. Somebody who feels very possessive of you, and they may be stopping by at a very inopportune moment or popping up in your life just when things are getting good with this new person. You've got someone who's admiring your intelligence. You're so smart. Your intellect really turns me on. You're so smart, and I really enjoy our conversations. So this could be the person who's saying you're the one, or this could be possibly for some of you a person from your past that you need to reject in order to be with this new person, right? Gaslighting you. I've been lying to and gaslighting you. You weren't crazy. You were right. I just wasn't strong enough to admit it. So you may have actually started a relationship or a connection with somebody who has had a very similar experience in their romantic past as you. They may be telling you that they've been avoiding relationships because they dealt with a very controlling individual, somebody who would gaslight them, or somebody who didn't take them very seriously. You may be connecting over that and they share their experience with you, you share their experience or your experience with them. But gaslighting is something that has happened in the past. For some of you, this is somebody that actually was gaslighting you because they weren't really comfortable with the emotions that they're feeling. I don't feel like that's for many of you, though. I feel like this is about why this King of Pentacles needed a little bit of time before they could offer that, like, commitment energy or be more serious about a relationship. They want to run away with you. Would you pack a bag and meet me in Hawaii? I just want to get away from the world and be alone with you. They see you as a very comforting energy, as well as somebody who is a catalyst for change and inspirational. So I think they're looking at you as pretty much like the full package, everything they want. And apparently I can't get these cards off the bookshelf. Okay, we're good. I figured it out, you guys. Hello, Grace. How are you doing? Hello, Master Teacher. There you go, Turbo. So part of the issue here is we have someone who is guarded, and this could be both of you. But I think at least this King of Pentacles has been guarded and very selective with their heart because they've run into a couple of people who have pretended to be something that they are not in order to be in a relationship with someone. Dude, you are spot on. Hello, Ahmad. How are you doing? Hey, Dylan. Go for it. We have resentment, hurt, and bitterness over unfair treatment. This person may share with you the childhood experiences that shaped their perception of love that they have had to work through. I do feel like for many of you, this person's been through therapy because of what they grew up around or because of a relationship that may have been extremely detrimental for them. This is why they've been guarded. This is why they've been slow to get into a relationship. But they feel like you are actually being yourself. They feel like you understand who you are and what you want, and that makes them feel more comfortable with themselves. They do feel like they've been a bit unfulfilled as far as having that companionship, and that's what happens when you're really selective with your space, right? If you don't let somebody in, then you spend a lot of time by yourself, and they're realizing how much they would like to have you around, like, all the time. Hey, Darla. Hello, Ivan. All right. I'm going to pull a few more cards, but as you know, this is a little bit late for me, you guys, so I might call it after that. What do we want? I think we'll go with the untold messages of the heart. What else do we have? Did I say hello to Darla? I think I did. I hope I did. What else do we have? Battle. I've tried my best to move on, but I can't seem to let you go. Ego. It's easier to block everything out right now. I'd rather ignore my emotions. So this could be how the King of Pentacles used to handle things. This could be the type of love that you and your person have had to walk away from. But overthinking is absolutely a problem that someone has had to let go of because they do expect things to go in a bad way. Sensitive. Thinking about you makes me emotional, and I want to open up to you about how I'm feeling. Choice. I'm trying to make a very difficult decision, and it involves you. This is somebody who wants to take things to the next level, but they've had to get to a point where they could stop worrying all the time about whether or not they could actually trust you. All right, so we also have surprise. Big happy changes are coming when you least expect it. And hurting you was never my intention, but now it's hurting me too. If they let you think that things were not really going in the right direction, they want to make it really clear, possibly through a gift or some romantic gesture. This is what I want, and I am sorry if I wasn't really the best at communicating that. They may have felt like they sent the wrong signals to you. You're right. Yep. Definitely cranky. Oh no. I hope she finds her way out of that, Turbo. Good for you for moving on. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. I will see you on the next reading. Toodles.